All right, welcome back to another weekly edition of the Saturday Send Out from the Simple Side. And over the past month or so, over the past week, I've had lots of new subscribers come in, and I want to give everyone the opportunity to let me know what they think this newsletter needs, what you guys want reported on, what you want to hear about, what you want to see. So pop over to thesimpleside.substack.com, find today's newsletter, and then there should be a link at the top that says let me know by clicking here. Go ahead and click on that and then fill out the form real quick and just say, hey, I want to see this, I don't want to see that, and I will get it done for you. All right, let's talk about what I have in upcoming newsletters for all of the paying subscribers. You guys are going to be given my 3 stock portfolios. I'll be releasing all 3 of those to you guys. Of course, one of those is this portfolio that we see every single week, the Saturday Send Out. The other one is the Contrarian Bet portfolio, which I have been talking about quite a lot recently with the bond bet panning out so well. And then the third is a stable portfolio, which I have not talked about at all, but I think is the backbone for any and every investor. Once that fancy little article comes out, or I don't know what order these were all going to come out in, but we're also going to be talking about my investing strategies for each of those 3 portfolios and kind of the ideas behind all 3 of them. And then eventually I'm going to release this incredible article about profit sharing with my founding members. So some of you guys have been on the yearly pro plan. That is the founding member plan. And what I am looking at doing is possibly upping that price to some exorbitant amount. No, it won't be that high. I'm kidding. It won't be that high. But I'm thinking about upping that and then offering a profit share. So as the newsletter grows, if you are on that plan, you will be getting kickbacks from me for being on that plan. And of course, if you get in early before the price on that goes up too much, there's a good chance that the newsletter is going to grow quite a bit bigger and your returns will get huge. So if you guys are interested in that, click that button and let me know there. Say, hey, I think the founding plan idea is awesome. I'm looking forward to it. And then last but not least, I am going to be doing another giveaway in December. I'm going to try to do like a kind of bit of a Christmas giveaway to paying subscribers. So I'll probably pick 1 or 3 of y'all and I'll be giving away X amount of dollars. I haven't decided how much yet, but I want to be able to give away a lot to you guys kind of as a Christmas gift, a thank you from me to you for being a paying subscriber and supporting me on this journey. But these newsletters are going to take some time to get out. I guarantee you they will be valuable content. My current contrarian bets have returned over 17% a month. Those trades have returned 17% a month. That's something I'm quite proud of and excited to share with you all. And so those portfolios are definitely going to be valuable. And of course, if you've been a paying subscriber from the beginning, you've followed these trades and you've seen their value. So just be on the lookout for all of this coming up. And of course, subscribe, get in now. My price always goes up as long as my portfolio does well. And so if you buy in now, you kind of get grandfathered into that price and your price will never go up in the future. All right, without further ado, let's talk about the weekly recap. So of course, the weekly recap tracks all of the buy opportunities that paying subscribers get in this newsletter after the paywall. We treat these recommendations as a 1-week only investment and track them as such. So we imagine that you buy them on Monday, you read this newsletter on a Saturday or on a Sunday, then you buy the stocks on a Monday, and then you sell them on a Friday. Now, of course, you don't have to do this. You could hold for longer. You don't have to buy them at all, in fact. I'm just letting you know where I think the market is going and where I see opportunities to buy in the market. However, since I started tracking these returns, I have seen a 27% monthly return. So I've got 17% a month with contrarian bets. I've got 27% a month with this newsletter, and I could not be happier. However, the graphs that we're going to look at today always report these stocks as weekly returns, not as the monthly return. So we're always assuming you buy on Monday, sell on Friday. Now, that being said, I have this awesome graph that I put together that shows the returns from the start date of my tracking this newsletter's performance against the SPY. And wouldn't you know, over 8 weeks, the SPY has returned 0.18%. That's right, 0.18% over the past 8 weeks. However, the Simple Side portfolio, that's right, the newsletter that I am talking about, that I have been buying and trading on and showing in this newsletter every week, is up 7.7% in the same 8 weeks. So we're comparing 0.18% to 7.7% over the same time period. That means annualized, the S&P 500, the SPY index returns 1.17% annualized. Now, of course, we know that's not 100% accurate. Typically, they're looking at 8 to 10% returns in the stock market, but annualized based on the past 8 weeks that I've been tracking this, the SPY returns 1.17%. Now, the Simple Side portfolio, 50.05% annualized. Again, I don't think this is 100% accurate. That averaging 7.7% over 8 weeks is quite impressive, and I am very happy with it, but it's not very likely to continue. However, I feel confident that I can keep the current pace as things are going right now, and so I look forward to trying to continue to ramp those numbers up and keep that annualized return around 50%. That's the goal for this year, is to make 50%. Of course, if I just traded the bonds and left it, once I sell out of that position, that will be a plus 60, plus 70% gain. And so we'll have hit that mark. And I'm excited about that. Now, if you continue down through the newsletter, you'll see our average S&P 500 outperformance there. You can see that over the past week, we outperformed by 0.02%. Over 8 weeks, the 7.7%, and annualized, the 50.05%. This week, we returned 2.38%, and the S&P 500 returned 2.36%. So we have a second week in a row of outperformance, which hilariously is following with the trend of 2 weeks of outperformance, then losing a week, then 2 weeks of outperformance, then losing a week. So hopefully we can break that cycle and get another week of outperformance this week, and I think we have a good chance to do it. Now, if you find all this valuable, please support me. There's a link in the article. Again, that's thesimpleside.substack.com is where you can find all of this. All of the support that I get through this means that I get to spend more time doing this, and I get to make it more valuable. I get to invest in resources that make things look better. In fact, if you're looking at the newsletter, you probably noticed that we have an awesome graph today. Again, I can invest in more stuff and make those graphs look even better and make everything more valuable for you all. All right, let's talk about politician trading real quick. I'm going to try to jump through this fast. We're already at 8 minutes into this podcast, and I don't want it to take forever. So we're going to look at NANC, which is up year-to-date 20%, KRUZ, which is up year-to-date 11.21%. And over the past 30 days, there's been some crazy trading. We've got 15 politicians making 233 trades, moving $2.29 million in the market. And the best part of the week has been John James, a Michigan House representative, selling over 100 stocks. He did not make a single purchase. He sold over 100 different stocks within the past week. Completely insane. There's definitely some stuff to look into there. And I touched on a couple of things here where I say I'm looking at short positions in the newsletter, so go check that out, thesimpleside.substack.com. Of course, the top 5 most recent trades, 4 out of the 5 of those are sells by, oh wow, I thought this was a little bit different, but I guess, well, let's see, 3 out of the 5 are sells between Pete Sessions and John James. And then we also have Pete Sessions buying 2 stocks, NVIDIA and Microsoft, both of which were traded on, or I guess one was traded on September 10th, NVIDIA, and the other September 9th, Microsoft. So 2 buys there, but I mean, basically everything else coming from politicians was all selling. With the insider trading report, we've got a 9.72% year-to-date gain on ticker SURE. This is, of course, the insider tracking ETF that we track. And we have got another super interesting insider buyer this week, which is Control and Precio de Capitales. Again, this is the fourth week in a row that they've been top on this list for me. They've basically been throwing tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions now, into PBF Energy, ticker PBF. And this week they spent another $24 million buying the stock, which is now up 1.55% over the past week and is still down 25% year to date. I get into that a little bit more in the newsletter. Go check that out. It's awesome. All right, let's talk executive trading. We've got reported executive ownership in companies this week from the top 5, growing 197%, with the largest being the director of Arcorsa Inc., ticker ACA, who increased his ownership by 152% alone. The stock looks modestly overvalued to me right now, and there have been 2 other recent insider buys and 3 other recent insider sells. So this buy by Steven is the director's name. This buy by him, the increase of basically 150% is quite notable and definitely worth looking into. Again, I talk about all of this more in the newsletter. We've got weekly highs and lows for you. Instill Bio up 493%, QHO Limited up 224%, and Nova Vision Acquisition Corporation up 207%. Quite impressive, all 3 of those. 493% is just wild. Then we've got our losers. We've got Ride Group down 88%. We've got Garden Stage Limited down 63%. And Fulcrum Therapeutics, there is always a therapeutics on the biggest loser list, down 62%. All right, we've got some awesome things that I put together in the weekend reads for weekday trades. This is, of course, where we cover mergers and acquisitions, top investment ideas for the upcoming week, upcoming contrarian bets, and earnings price volatility. So this is where all of the paying subscribers can check out their buy, watch, and sell opportunities for the week. And typically, the kind of information that I include in this is worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month, but I do all of it for less than $200 a year for you guys. So I do this for less annually than most subscriptions cost monthly. So go in there, go paid, go check this out. I guarantee you it's going to be valuable. I mean, you can see the returns. Of course, we're up 7.7% in just 8 weeks, which annualizes 50%. So definitely is working. Everybody go and check this out. Let me know what you think. Again, please, 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 please go click that button at the very top of the newsletter and let me know what you want to see in these newsletters. I am more than happy to add things, to change things, to make things better. As long as you guys are enjoying it and you like it, I want to keep doing it. And with that, I will see you next week.